The daily stories coming out of Canadians falling victim to their predatory anti-Canadian government become more and more shocking every day. 2 days ago, a 44-year-old man was arrested and charged with assault after he beat the shit out of an intruder into his own home. I kid you not, a man in Peterborough, Ontario, defended his family at his own home. His own home was broken into. And this man defended his family as any man would, and he is now being charged by the Peterborough Police in Canada with assault. I kid you not. This is a true story. A woman out in BC, a nurse, had the gall to say that a man cannot become a woman. She has been fined $94,000 and been suspended for 3 months from her job. The insanity in Canada has absolutely no end. It has no end. This woke, soft-on-crime government says that Canadians are not allowed to walk around with pepper spray even. Pepper spray even. That is illegal. They can throw you in prison. Meanwhile, violent crime rates, a direct result of liberal policy, 8 million invaders in under a decade, another 800,000 allowed in Q1. Many of these people from very different parts of the world. Violent crime rates are up nearly 40% in the past decade. Crimes against women up nearly 80%. Petty crimes up 60+%. So the government allows violent criminals to flood into Canada and at the same time says it is illegal for Canadians to defend themselves. It's almost hard to tell the story of what is happening in Canada because it is so hard to believe. Anybody who actually lives in our major cities is well aware of the fact it is nearly impossible to walk down a major street without seeing open crack smoking, drug addicts, people with severe mental health issues, clearly violent people everywhere you go, and the Canadian government continues to outlaw defending yourself. At what point are the Canadian people going to wake up and say enough is enough? We have a crook of a prime minister who's currently looking out for the best interest of Brookfield Asset Management at the cost to Canadian people. We're one of the few countries unable to negotiate a tariff deal. We're still stuck at 35%. I know it's only for the products outside of the USMCA, but that still impacts a lot of people, liberals. That still impacts a hell of a lot of people, 35% tariffs. And decisions are being made on behalf of Brookfield Asset Management. You say, why do we allow another 800,000 in when 75% of Canadians say enough is enough? We cannot withstand any more immigrants. The answer to that is because Brookfield Asset Management owns 37 billion with a B dollars of real estate in Canada. So Carney is making decisions to financially benefit Brookfield. You ask yourself, Carney's been so slow on the trigger to get any major projects off the ground, any major projects. The one major project that he finally gets to go on is prefab housing. And they say that seems somewhat odd. Why are they pushing prefab housing so hard? Brookfield just purchased a company called Modular. What does Modular do? Prefab housing. Mark Carney, CBC, CTV refused to report on it, but he is making Canadian policy decisions based on what's best for Brookfield Asset Management. The man is a liar. He said he had no commercial interests outside of real estate and his own personal assets in the run-up to the prime ministership. Now it's found out he owns over 500 companies. He's already had 9 meetings that whistleblowers say could be defined as conflicts of interest. We have a crook who is running this country. And the truth of it is, he could give a damn about middle and lower class Canadians. He could give a damn. He's an evil man. Look into Mark Carney's eyes. He's a truly evil man. He's now going after our Charter of Rights and Freedoms like nothing we've ever seen before. Bill C-2, Bill C-4, Bill C-6-3, some of the most authoritarian bills we have ever seen in the Western world. Bill C-2 allows the government, defines any Canadian with a computer as an electronic device holder, and allows the government, if it's deemed in the national security interest, to look at any of your digital communications without notification. It also allows them to open any Canadian's mail without notification. Bill C-4 allows the government Bill C4 retroactively absolved the government of any responsibility for misuse of your data that they've collected dating back to 2000. Now, only a guilty party would say retroactively we need to go back to 2000. It's such a joke how they write these bills. These authoritarian babies write these bills. Bill C63 would see the creation of a digital safety commission with 10 unelected bureaucrats and an ombudsman on the commission, in which anybody can report any other citizen that they believe they're likely to say something hateful, and if these unelected bureaucrats deem you guilty of being likely to say something hateful in the future, you can be put under house arrest or given an ankle bracelet. Also, you can get lifetime imprisonment for so-called incitement to genocide. These are not liberals. Canada is slipping further and further, closer and closer to becoming China or Russia than we are to a typical democratic nation. We can't defend ourselves. We're falling so quickly, it's hard to define. Canadians need to stand up and fight against this madness. I'm organizing rallies Saturday, September 13th, Saturday, September 27th, Parliament Hill. If you're interested in attending me, let me know. I want to get tens of thousands of patriotic Canadians out. I'm nearly at 10K on TikTok, and this government does not like political dissidents. So please, if you're not already, follow me on TikTok, youtube.com/@FightForCanada2025, youtube.com/FightForCanada2025. We are going to fight, and we are going to win.